I just bought 3000 rands worth of parts from Takealot so I can completely transform my 2013 Polo Vivo into a 2017 facelift model, and I'm going to take you through the entire process step by step, and at the end you can decide if it's something you want to do or not. My name is Maddie and this is Basic Custom.
Damn! Leave a like and subscribe.
So first things first, we're going to start by removing the grill. It is super simple. All you need to do is get yourself a 1/4 inch ratchet with a T25 Torx bit. Now you can go ahead and remove the 4 screws located at the top of the grill, pop the grill out of place, and your car should look something like this. With the grill now off, that's going to reveal 2 screws. These 2 screws we're going to remove last. We're first going to start with the screws in the wheel wells and underneath the bumper. In the wheel well, you should be greeted by 5 screws, 4 in the wheel liner and 1 connecting the fender to the bumper. This last one is really annoying, believe you me. Now, as I said, the top one was really annoying. It's going to take a lot of work, it's going to take a lot of fiddling in the dark, but you should be able to get it out eventually. Now that we're done with the driver's side, we can move on to the passenger side. Once we're done with the passenger side, we are going to move to underneath the bumper where we're going to locate 2 8mm bolts located on each side of the bumper for a total of 4. And with that out of the way, we can move on to finally removing the 2 screws that we left for last. Okay, so we work on the last ones, which is a T30. Oh no, sorry, T25. T25. That's actually really tight in here. I think I need an extension. Okay, extension on, much better. Okay, release. Ouch. And with that, the bumper should be able to slide right out. That's it.
There's something stopping that one.
Now, and what am I gonna get down there? It's recording, you know? And we're just gonna see a whole panda coming to help me. Oh my gosh, babe. Okay, I have no idea. I think it's that down there. Okay, you see here. You see that one's out. So for those of you who are curious, I think this is the issue. It's not letting go of the bumper, so I need to get something in there so I can press down on that middle part, because if we go this side, it's already out. So I'm 100% sure that's the issue. Also, there's some sort of loom connected to the bumper. I'm assuming it's like a temperature gauge or something, so you want to be very careful with removing that. Okay, now I know you guys are in a sort of weird position. You're looking at the car from the engine side, but that's the only way I can show you the nonsense I'm catching on. It's on a brake? Or did we get it loose? Okay, we got it loose. Okay, so the bumper is off. Just needed a woman's touch. And now, here's this sensor I was talking about. I don't know what it's supposed to be sensing. If anybody can tell me in the comments below, I would greatly appreciate it. But yeah, don't just rip your front bumper off. But okay, sensor is off. I'm just gonna put it on side. Okay, so I just want to point out to you guys the screws that I loosened on each side. So there's this one here I was struggling with, the one that's angled. Then it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. On the other side, it's the same. So again, the one I was struggling with. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then at the bottom, you have 2 on each side like this. So it's 1 there, 1 there. And then moving along to the other side, it's 1 there, and it's 1 there. Once you have the grille and bumper off, it's really simple to remove the headlights. You have a T30 on top, a T25 in the middle, and another T25 at the bottom. What we're going to do now is we're going to remove 2 of the screws, leave 1 in so that we can remove the connector. What we're going to do now is we're just going to remove the loom connector. And to do that, you're going to take a pry tool, you're going to stick it in here, flex it a bit, and then you should be able to pull it right off. There you go. With that off, we're gonna do the last screw, and then we can get the light off. With the connector finally removed, we can move on to undoing the last screw, and then we're gonna repeat the entire process on the other side. Easy as pie. Okay. If you guys are enjoying the video, please remember to like, subscribe, and ring that bell notification. Okay, so really quick, I just want to show you guys the difference between the 2 headlights. So this is the older Polo Vivo headlight, also styled after or looks similar to the Polo 993 GTI, and then this is a newer one with the silver inserts. It's styled to look like or look similar to have the same design language as the Polo 6R. Because they had those silver inserts in their lights, and these lights are only released in 2014 going up to 2017, so that's where that inspiration comes from. The same with the silver grille and the grille inserts here, kind of to mimic that same design language as the Polo 6R and all the newer models of VWs that were being released at that time. Okay, now before we can install the new headlights, we need to swap everything on the old headlight, like all the bulbs, over to the new headlight. You do not need to undo any screws. You can simply hold this, twist it, take it out. Right, once it's out, you just need to pull this part off. Nope. It's gonna be such a struggle now. Yeah, that just happened. You guys went flying, but I got this out. You know, I didn't break it, so it just goes in with like 2 prongs into this here. What am I even showing you? It just goes in with 2 prongs in there. So now this is ready to be transferred to the new light. I'm just going to remove that one, that side as well. So this was the low beams, an H7 bulb. I'm going to remove, I think it's an H4 or H1 in front. I'm not sure. You guys can comment down below to correct me. For the high beam, or the brights as we call it in South Africa, to remove this one, the main one, you're going to push on this clip. You're going to push down on this clip. Pull it to the side, you can push down on this clip, pull it to the side, you can move this out of the way, and then it just comes right out. And then once you have it out, all you need to do is just pull on it. Wait, do I pull on this? Yes guys, please do not do what I was doing. I was pulling on the bulb itself. This is a whole light bulb. The whole thing is a light bulb. It goes in like this. Okay. I don't know if you guys can see. It goes in like that. You pull it out. And now we have this parking light up here. I don't know if you guys can see. Oh, that is a parking light up there. We're just gonna pull it straight out, and it should pop right out. There we go. Just wiggled it a bit. And now to remove the bulb. Just gonna pull on it. There we go. And that is your park light. I think there's still this, which should be the indicator. Oh, okay. What was that? Anti-clockwise. Yeah, twisted it anti-clockwise and it came out like that. And I think, yeah, you're gonna twist it. So as you can see, it's in here. You're just gonna press down on it like so. And you're gonna twist it again anti-clockwise and it should come right out. Okay, so there's 4 bulbs in the headlights. Okay, so we have the new light in front of us. We are going to take the low beam, which is the H7, and we are going to put it in the connector. Now I'm not 100% sure if there is a orientation to this, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to fit it, and we're going to hope for the best once we've fitted it to the car itself. Yes, there we go. That looks nice. Not going anywhere. Okay, cool. Dims are in. Now we are going to fit the brights, which can only go one way, I think. I'm not sure. Will you ever show us what's positive and what's negative? Oh, this is a H1, by the way. I'm just gonna fit that as well. That's in. And then we're gonna have to move this out of the way. This can go in. Second last, we're going to do the parks, which is this little bulb over here. There we go. Take this out. Again, I don't know. Oh shit. I don't know if it's supposed to go in a specific way. We hope for the best. Can we even get it in there? Okay, that looks like it's in. I'm not 100% confident. No man, doesn't look like it's in. Let me struggle a bit more. Okay, I'm happy with that. What do you guys think? There we go. So the black and red is the what do you call it? Park light. And then this blue and black one here is the brights. Okay guys, I was a bit busy, and what I was doing was I was using these set screws to kind of try and line up the light as best as I could on the side here. Baby, say hello, they can see you. Okay. Not move, I said say hello. Anyways, so I was using those screws there to kind of set how I want the light to sit. I think I have it where I want it. This is another one of these screws, set screws. So now I'm just gonna like tighten it up and then do the other side and come back to you guys when we have to fit the bumper. Okay, so the light's in place. I'm just gonna tie it down a bit more here. Just gonna pull this off. Okay, looking good. Let's see. Give me parks. Okay, cool. Give me dims. Okay, cool. Give me brights. Okay, we got both brights. Okay, now give me left indicators. Give me right. Give me hazards.
Nope.
Hazards.
Nope.
Hazards. I'm done, bro. I'm done. Okay, the headlights work. Let's go. Okay, so both lights are in. Not 100% identical because, like I said, 2 different manufacturers. Also, I don't know if this side is shinier than that side. Maybe it's because it's in the light on this side. I don't know. Anyways, next thing we gotta do is we gotta pop out these 3 suckers. Once they're out, we can put in the new ones and take it from there. So I decided to fit the bumper inserts off camera because they were really annoying to get on. They weren't difficult to get on, but it was very fidgety work and I didn't want to bore you guys. Okay, so the bumper's held in by 2 screws. I'm gonna go ahead and finish off everything off screen. You guys already know how to refit a grill. If you don't, I made a whole video about it for one part, so it's very in depth. You can't mess it up. So without further ado, after you guys come back, you are gonna see the final product. Okay, let's talk costs. The headlight set me back 2,240 Rand for the set. The grill 500 Rand, and the bumper inserts cost about 750 to 800 bucks, for a total of 3,500 Rand. Now I don't have to pay for my grill because it was sponsored to us by Spares Direct, so I saved 500 bucks and only paid 3,000 Rand. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.